Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here with Droid Life, and we've got in front of us today the Asus Zenfone 2. So this was made official for the US this week, and you can buy it now. It's available at Amazon, Newegg, B&H Photo, and Groupon. Actually, those are the four current retailers selling it. So the phone itself actually isn't new to us. It was introduced back in January at CES. For whatever reason, it's taken its sweet time getting over here to the US. But it's here, and you're probably wondering why we're talking about a phone that's almost 6 months old. And that's because you're looking at a phone that has flagship type specs, yet at an incredibly low price. So there are two models of the Zenfone 2. You have one that's $199 off contract, and then one that's $299 off contract. We went with the $299 version because it's been upgraded in a couple of areas that are notable. So the difference between those, the $199 model has 16 gig of storage, has a slightly lesser Intel quad-core processor, and 2 gig of RAM, and 16 gig of storage. I don't know if I just mentioned that. The other version, which is $299, has a slightly bumped up Intel quad-core processor, 64 gigabytes of storage, and 4 gig of RAM. They both have SD card slots, so you can expand both. And so that's really the difference. So with the $299 version, you get a double the RAM to 4 gig, slightly better Intel processor, and quadruple the storage. With the $199, 16 gig of storage, 2 gig of RAM, it's still pretty much the same phone. You just slightly lower specs. Either way, $200 and $300 for a phone with all of the stuff we're about to talk about and show you is kind of insane. And it's available now at those prices, at those retailers we just mentioned, and you can kind of go pick one up if you're interested. The phone works on AT&T and T-Mobile's LTE networks out of the box. It's an unlocked phone, so you can just kind of buy it and go get a SIM for one of those and activate it. And you guys know how much we love unlocked phones. So anyways, we have one, and we'll take it for a spin. We wanted to unbox it and at least give you some first impressions on it. And then after that, we can decide if we want to review. So we've reviewed the G4 and the S6s and the 1M9 and all those phones. So might as well give this one a shot. Opening this, by the way, is not easy. Anyway, so here's the phone. Got some specs here. So 13 megapixel camera on the back, f2.0 aperture. It's got a 5.5 inch full HD display. It's not quad HD, but still full HD. That Intel processor is 64-bit. The brand new Zen UI, which is Asus's Android skin, which from what I've seen so far is quite bloaty. So that should be interesting. Anyways, we'll set the phone here for a second. I should point out that this $299 version also comes with this right here, charger. So Asus is using some form of quick charging technology. I believe they're calling it Boostmaster, and you can get like 60% battery charge on this guy in about 39 minutes. So it's like Qualcomm's Quick Charge 2.0, although there's not any quick Qualcomm stuff in this phone as far as I know. So it's kind of their own technology potentially, or Intel's technology, somebody's. It does have quick charging though, so that comes there. There's no wireless charging, but when you have quick charging, who needs wireless charging? All right, so here's the phone. So rest of the specs, obviously that quick charging, 4 gig of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage in this version, 5.5 inch full HD display. You do have a 5 megapixel camera up front there, and there's that 13 megapixel camera on the back. The phone comes in black, white, red, gray, and gold, so you do have some options there. Runs Android 5.0 Lollipop. Has a micro SD card that supports up to 64 gig cards, not the full 128 like we've seen from a number of other devices. And it has a big old 3,000 milliamp hour battery on the inside. So this is the phone. This is the Zenfone 2. No on-screen buttons, so as you can see there, we do have capacitive buttons for back home, and then the app switcher, and at least they're in the right order. Take note, Samsung, the back button goes on the left. On the sides, we have nothing actually. There are no buttons on the side. So they've kind of gone with LG's approach, which is buttons on the back and other places. So you do have a volume rocker here in the middle of the back, big old speaker. Up top, this is going to be painful to use, I have a feeling, is your power button. There's your headphone jack too, but power button. So slightly large device. You're going to have to reach all the way up there to get that. I do believe there's some knock-on double tap to wake stuff that we can tweak in the settings. So we will get to that, but there is a power button up top, which we haven't seen anyone do for a while, and I don't know why Asus is doing that. Volume again there. No optical image stabilization in the camera, though Asus has supposedly built in some neat little camera tricks that should help in low light and things like that. There is your micro USB port on the bottom. And it looks like this back comes off. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get this off. It feels pretty firm. So the SIM cards are under here. I believe this is a dual SIM phone. Yes, it is. Oh, I have a finger under there. There we go. Non-removable battery, by the way, even though I'm about to take this thing off. I think I'm going to take this off. There we go. All right, so SD card slot here. Dual SIM, so for those world travelers, a couple of SIMs in there, but you can see the battery is indeed embedded, so you can't remove it. But again, 3,000 milliamp hour, pretty good battery. So I'm actually excited to see what battery life's like with an Intel processor and modem, and see where we go. Let's fire it up though. Ooh, button feels odd. All right, let's see if we have any juice. Just my luck. Oh, there we go. Felt some vibrates. So overall, just first impressions in hand, it's a big phone, at 5.5 inches compared to the Galaxy S6 I've been using. Here's the Galaxy S6 next to it. You can just see, so 5.1 inch display versus 5.5, but Asus has, big bezels on the bottom, top. It's just a completely different form factor almost than what we've got with the Galaxy S6. Asus did design the back to sort of have this arc feel to it, so it should sit nicer in your hand. We'll see if it does. And let me see if I can jump past all of this stuff real quickly. English. Let's just do Wi-Fi. Let's see if it'll let me skip. Skip. Yep, can't sign in. Skip, 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 skip. Oh, free drive storage. Gotta love that. And skip. So many steps. All right, so here is Asus's new Zen UI. Ooh, fancy transitions. I do not know. Oh, you can swipe up into Google Now. That's interesting, even though it's not, on-screen buttons. I have not played with an Asus phone in a long time, so it's going to be interesting to see their take on how Android should work and look and all of that stuff. There's apparently a ton of software customizations to be done here. Oh boy. You definitely got some skinning going on here. Look at all those options in there. Let's wipe you away. Let's go into settings. So the settings menu hasn't been tweaked too much. It just looks different. About running Android 5.0, so the earliest version of Lollipop, which is sort of okay. Interesting. So, we'll play with this bad boy and see how it is. Here's a camera real quick. Not super fast. Oh, faster now. So, we'll play with the camera. We'll play with the UI. Sort of give you guys some more official, deeper thoughts later on once we've had a. Oh yeah, see, double tap to wake. I may not even have to do that. Oh, look at that. Good times. All right. Anyways, this is the Zenfone 2, $199 to $299 Amazon, and it feels like a nice phone. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's definitely plastic, but it's got a nice brush feel on the back. It's definitely not slippery. It doesn't look bad by any means. It just looks like another big phone. So anyways, again, we'll take it for a spin, share some more thoughts later. We just wanted to do a quick unboxing, sort of give you guys that initial impressions and let you know that we have one. And so in case you were thinking of picking up this incredibly affordable phone, stay tuned. We'll have a lot more. For now, though, we're Droid Life. Peace.